Yo, what is going on everyone? Guiding Light here, back with another video, and in this one, we're going to be jumping into Dead Island 2. Now, in this video, we're going to be discussing all of the different characters within the game, and try to help you guys decide which character you might want to play as. Now, once you guys get into Dead Island 2, there will actually be 6 different characters which you will have the options to choose from. Now, each character will have its own innate traits and abilities. They're also going to have their own stats as well. So in this video, we are going to break down what is the difference between all of the different characters so you guys can make a more informed decision on which one you might want to play as. So once you get to the character select screen, you may notice that each character does have its own innate skills, which will differ between character to character. They also will have their own little attributes and stuff, making them have weaknesses and advantages in certain areas. So due to Jacob's stats, he actually will take a lot of elemental damage, as you can see there, with very, very low resilience, but he will have other areas like peak health and extra stamina, which will go in combination with his innate ability to sort of continue to boost damage as you're fighting. Now, if we go over to another character like Amy, this one's going to have a different innate skill, which will give it different abilities within the game. This one will regain stamina when hitting zombies with a weapon throw, and also gain a minor damage boost when attacking the isolated zombies. Now, keep in mind, this character is also going to be the fastest, as when we look down at the skills, her peaked out ability is going to be agility, which will allow her to attack a little bit faster, run faster, and just move faster altogether, but obviously it's going to combat with her low toughness and her very, very low peak health as well. So this is going to be more of your like agility character and just like speed character in general. There's definitely going to be some other ones that are more like a tank as well. So if we move over to the next character, we're going to see Ryan. Now this is basically going to be your tank character. Ryan will have high stamina and resilience to soak up basic attacks and elemental damage. On top of that, he will get free health each time he knocks down an enemy, which is very, very easy to do with some of the kicking attacks, making him the ultimate tank in the game. Now, he will have the lowest agility, but he does counter that by having the highest toughness and also having pretty decent middle stats in between. So if this fits your playstyle, being sort of like the tank, running around taking all the damage, but then also not really being able to move very fast, this is the character for you. Now, next up, we've got the character Danny. She's also going to have her same innate skills. However, she will share a few of them with other characters. So heavy attacks trigger a forceful explosion on her, but she also will regain health when slaying multiple zombies very fast. Now, her health recovery is really slow due to this, but she will have pretty decent stamina and other abilities to balance her out. So this character will not have very good health recovery. However, you can recover health by using the abilities by killing multiple zombies at once. And she can also trigger explosions on heavy attacks, which can definitely help to regain some of the health. Now, in my opinion, this is going to be one of the more challenging ways to play due to her stats and just attributes compared to some of the other characters. Now, next up we have Carla, which is more of like a brute character. She's going to get minor damage boosts when she's surrounded by enemies. And then also, while her health gets low, she's going to become more and more resilient to attacks and damage. Now, the only downside to this is her lowered movement speed when trying to use her. So all around, she's a pretty good character. She's going to be used more to clear out big groups of enemies, and that's definitely where this character will shine the most. Now, keep in mind, her critical damage is going to be the absolute lowest, which may be a downside for some players, but other than that, all of her other stats are actually pretty balanced. Now, next up we have Bruno. He's going to have some pretty interesting attributes where he gets moderate damage boost when attacking from behind. But keep in mind that there's really not very many opportunities to attack zombies from behind in this game. But if you combo it with a dodge ability, I'm sure you could probably get behind the zombies easily, but it's just something you would end up having to rely on when playing this character. Keep in mind, he will have the highest critical damage, so when he does get behind the enemies, he can probably one-hit a lot of them and do considerable amount of damage if you want to play in that way, more of like a stealth character. So he's going to have pretty decent agility, but very, very low health. But definitely going to be more of your stealth character when trying to play. So he will definitely utilize some of the traps and things like that more, as he will do that extra damage from behind. So keep in mind, guys, once you do select a player, you will not be able to change it mid-story, but you can easily create a new save and start over on a second character. So it's not like you're locked in forever, but if you want to try to progress through the game story mode and finish the game, you will have to basically do it on one character and then restart on the next one. So just keep that in mind. So after completing the tutorial, keep in mind that would be the best time to switch characters. The tutorial will take like 15 minutes, but you'll get a pretty good understanding of how the character works and how fast their agility is and stuff and how fast you can pop attacks off. Now keep in mind, each character will also have its own special survivor card. This is basically going to be like an in-game ability. So as you guys can see here, after getting to about level 3 or 4, you will unlock the card. As you can see here, this one is for Carla and Ryan only, and it basically says you're a brick wall, block attacks in quick succession for a moderate boost to toughness and force. So that's just an example of one of the other ones. Now there's also another ability on the characters with more agility like Amy. So because she has lower resilience, she actually has a card where every time you pop a med kit, it will actually push enemies away from you. So as you guys can see here in this clip, this is a clip of me using the character Amy, and when I popped a med kit, it actually did push enemies away from me and sort of stun them. And so each character will have its own special card, which you can get around level 4 or 5. So it doesn't make the biggest difference in the world, but it does allow you to do certain abilities earlier on that you may not have unlocked on other characters. So each character will definitely have benefit from having its own playstyle and its own unique abilities as well. So if you're not enjoying the playstyle by the time you get to level 4 or 5, or by the time you do unlock that survivor card, which will only be about 15 or 20 minutes into the game, so if for any reason you're not really liking your character due to you're taking too much damage, or maybe you feel like your attacks are a little bit too slow, that would be the perfect time to try and switch characters and try and just create a new game save using a different character to see if you like that one better. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. I can't really tell you which one's going to be the best or anything like that due to the fact that it's sort of just based on playstyle. So hopefully you did enjoy this video, and I will be making a ton more Dead Island 2 content throughout the week. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.